Hi all. Today I begin my video with a question to you all. Is getting angry good or bad? Do you all get angry often? Is being mad at people or things, is it a good reaction or a bad reaction? Should I express my anger or should I not express my anger? And if I don't express my anger, what is that other way that I should do, or what should I do? I mean, there is a feeling inside you which needs an outlet, So either you express or repress. So if you are repressing, then is it good or is it bad? So there are series of questions which have been, you know, you we deal with in our day-to-day life. We all know getting angry is not right. But then when we get angry, what are we supposed to do? So let me answer these questions from a very basic thing, like anger is an emotion which is felt by you. There is nothing called good or bad about it. The way we channelize this anger is something which can make it a problem for you and others. So what's important is that first accept that there is this emotion called anger, and that is can be channelized in a healthier way, in a more productive way. So let's first understand, should we be expressing anger or we shouldn't be? First and foremost, there are many ways through which we express anger. There are many ways where you see people getting either shouting, or they may be just be violent, or they may be just sulking inside. There are many ways people react or respond when they get angry. So let's first understand what are the healthier ways of it, and whether expressing and repressing, whether it is expressing or not expressing, is it good or bad? Any emotions for that matter, whether it is anger, whether it is sadness, any kind of emotion, if not expressed, they are going to cause harm to you, because they are going to get internalized. So if it is not expressed out, it will be expressed inside, and that way you're going to harm your body. So it's very important that you understand and accept what you're feeling at that moment. And then there are series of thought process behind that feeling, which needs to be broken down and understood for you to get aware of what you are going through. When we try to understand that thought process, the way we feel do change. It's all about how you think you feel. It's all about what is a blueprint behind that thought that changes how you feel also. So that is yet another topic. I right now in this video wanted you all to know that what are the types of personality behind this anger. So how you respond or how you react in anger talks about that personality. There are a few ways through which you can really channelize your anger, which we'll talk at the end of the video. First, let's understand the personality. Some people when they get angry, they don't speak anything. They go silent. They brood. They feel helpless, so they brood. So I would not say they brood because they feel helpless. They are not getting angry. If some situation happen, like a mother-in-law gets angry on a daughter-in-law. The types of daughter-in-law I would like to depict here, so it becomes one example out there. That's why we can take any other example also, like a husband and wife too, but I'm taking this which is a little commoner, and we can understand, because this relates to a lot of Saas Bahu serials around, and this relates to a lot of people out there. So if it's a mother-in-law getting angry on the daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law does not speak anything, she silently hears it, yields to whatever the mother-in-law says and does her work, but internally she's very angry that why am I supposed to do and listen to whatever she says. Okay, so here the daughter-in-law is not expressing her anger. She's internalizing, she's brooding, she's feeling sad, and she's really not saying anything. So why this can happen? That personality is a personality who is either low on self-confidence and does not think that if she expresses, anybody will hear her. If I express, I will be heard. If I express, they will say more. And or the person is a very scared and fearful person, where they get scared that if I say more, the other person will lash out more. Or you may not express because you don't want to hurt the person you care about. That time also you don't express, and you keep it inside and you brood. understand this is not a healthier way of expression, because you are not expressing out but you're expressing in, and that may cause harm to your body. So what's important is to learn to express in a healthier way. So that can be standing alone in a room and screaming out, or punching a pillow, whatever, but expressing in a way which will allow you to express the whole thing that you feel, or writing in a diary, whatever, but do it in a way that will allow you to remove all that you're feeling inside out, because there's a lot of sympathetic emotion things are happening inside your body, and that has to be expressed out. Okay, so you may feel a lot of surge of anger inside and heat inside, and you really want to do something, so you sit there and scream or you punch the pillow, but that's the way you should be expressing out. Even the pillow punching is an aggressive way, but at least you are trying to express out. That's important at the first step, and then we can understand how it can be in a better productive way. Second type of people are people, when they get angry, they start crying. They don't tell anything to that person. I see a lot of people who write text messages, when they get angry, and they're crying when they're sitting. They will not talk to you. If they're angry on you, they will not call you up and talk to you, but they'll put a text out there and they're crying. If they try to talk to you, they start crying. So there are people who start crying when they get angry. Now, who are these people? These are people who were not allowed, or they were not expected to express their anger as a child, and as a result they get trained to hold back, and since they are holding back, they feel very helpless, and that's how the sadness and the cry comes out, because they're holding back. Nobody's there, and they're expected not to express themselves. These are those kind of personality. Mind you, this is also not right, because even if you're expressing, you are not expressing it fully. You're feeling helpless out there. Okay. Third kind of persons are people who are lashing out and shouting. Now these are the people who feel ignored, overlooked, and not understood. They are the people who do have a lot of knowledge about certain things, and they may add on value to your life by giving and letting you know, or imparting, sharing their knowledge, but they shout out and yell so much that you would not want to hear. So these kind of people need to get aware that their objective is that people should hear you out, but when you shout out like this, nobody is there to listen to you. So it's important that whatever you would want to express and really want to people to know about you, it's important that you do it in a healthier, expressive way. Okay. The feeling and the thought behind that anger is that I am not heard, I am ignored, I am not respected, I am overlooked in the society. The fourth kind of people are very aggressive and violent. They try to hit things, they try to throw things, they hit people, they hit the living human the people also, and things also, inanimate things also, throwing things, and lashing out their anger in a very aggressive way. These are the people who feel superior than others. They have inflated ego, and they feel I am superior than these people, and that is the way I can really rule over them. Otherwise, what is the whole purpose of being aggressive and hitting anybody? You want to show that I am superior than you, and you got to listen to me. So these people really seriously need to work on their anger. So friends, all these types of anger which I explained, whether it is expressive or repressive, it's very important to know the thought process behind that anger, and help or use your anger to encourage you, to motivate you, to use it in a productive way. Many times the anger is mostly because of the injustice behind, whether the injustice done to you or in the society. If you use your anger in a productive way, you can really get some change in the society. When you try to voice out your opinion against injustice and use it in a very productive way in the form of poetry, music, or blogs, whatever way that can make it impact in the society in a very productive way, which gives respect to you as well as other, it can bring a vast and a different change in the whole society itself, and it will give a perspective to other people also. So it's very important that you use your anger to really encourage, to really to really motivate yourself and others, and in a healthier, productive way to add on value in your and as well as other people's life. It's very important that you work on anger, your own anger, and use it in a very productive way. Saying so, hope I added some value to your life by on this video, and I reached out to the people who really don't know how to express their anger to really express it out. I will come up with a video which will explain the thought process behind this feeling and this anger, and hence how do you change it to a feeling which will help you and others. Saying so, thank you. Do subscribe, like and comment, and let me know how did you like this video. Thanks a lot. See you again.